Hey, if you like pepper steak, this is beautiful, easy to do, very quick meal, pretty inexpensive, which is helpful nowadays. And I got me a new Lodge multi-use griddle. It's kind of a deep dish one, so let's get cooking. And I walked by this baby. I didn't even know they had Lodge in Sam's Club, and it's pretty cool. And I liked that it was deep. So if you've been watching me a while, you know I've been at this 50 years. But I might want to read the directions. Who knows? Maybe I'll learn something new. So let's see what it says. It's durable, handle any type of utensil, even metal. I think I've said that about 500 times on my videos. Use it, then clean it after each meal. Hand wash your cookware, dry promptly. Apply a thin layer of cooking oil to the entire surface. For rough messes, use a pan scraper. I just use my metal spatula. It can cook over any heat source, including glass top and induction stoves. You just got to be careful you don't drop it on there and bust the glass. It's always important to preheat cast iron. I do it almost every single solitary time. There's a few things I'll put on a cold pan. Most of the time I preheat it. So let's get her fired up. Stovetop has a burner just made for this. So we'll put her right over there. Try to be pretty centered. Them boys and girls down there in Tennessee at that Lodge plant, I think they got this factory seasoning thing down to a fine science. So I don't even re-season them. I bought a couple recently just to put on these videos. Clean them up with soap, because you don't know what happened in the shipping, what might have been crawling over them. Dry them off and start cooking. You don't have to season them yourself unless you want to. I did use some cheap round steak, which always works out good for this meal. You see how that grain's coming through there? You want to slice across that. And try to slice it pretty thin. Slice her down through there. And let me get this cut up. New griddle should be warmed up. And we'll be cooking some good pepper steak. And we got all of our ingredients prepped. Oop, one fell on the floor. It's always something. Just every time. But don't get excited. Who cares? If you want, pick it up, wash it off. If you don't, throw it in the garbage. That's it. Don't get yourself riled up. Life's too short to get angry. Might as well throw some rice together because it goes great with pepper steak. 2 cups is 4 servings. But you know what? This box is about empty, so I'll show you how I'm going to do it. So that's probably a few servings. Probably 3, maybe 4. Who knows? I don't measure stuff. It's about that far from the top. So I put water about that far from the top in the other bowl. They're 1-to-1 ratio, so we'll have the right amount. As you can see, one thing I'm noticing is pretty close. So I just wanted to move that over a little bit. I don't want to get a hot spot over here on this side right by that pot. This is pretty good size, so I can see that is a disadvantage of this particular stove, because it's so big that it's kind of covering up things. I'll just make my rice ahead of time, and I'll have it sitting over here keeping it warm. So just for fun, a subscriber sent me this fine infrared thermometer, and I'll check this and see how even heat we're getting on this stove. Of course, the center, I'm guessing, is going to be pretty hot. 269. 200, 276, 211, and 241. That's pretty even, really. I mean, it's not off that much. Just remember the center is going to be hot, and that's where you can do your searing. So I think today, since this is brand new and I don't want to approach the smoke point of my oils, I'm just going to throw some of this avocado oil on there. You watch that oil. See what it does. It'll start to shimmer. That's a good trick to tell you it's getting ready. I've messed with this stove like 25 times. I can't get it level. I think it's these cast iron grates. Depending on how something sits, it's falling down in a little spot or not. So I gave up. So what I'd recommend is rub this around so you get a good coating, especially since this is brand new. Get the whole thing with a little bit of oil on it. I always try not to use a ton of oil when I'm cooking because you really don't need it. Keep that heat down. This thing shouldn't be smoking, and it's not, and you'll be fine. One thing I'm going to do before throwing that in there, I'm going to hit it with a little bit of salt, or maybe a lot of salt. As that cooks in, it kind of helps make a crust. You don't taste that. I say we throw it on here. I bet this is going to sound pretty spectacular. I'm saying we go outside edges for a minute till I learn about this new Beautiful Lodge Griddle. I don't know, it don't seem too bad. Let's just put them all over the whole thing. Why not? Listen to that sizzle. I love that sound in cast iron. So as usual, I'm just using a fish turner spatula. These things are absolutely amazing on cast iron. They won't hurt it. Trust me, I wouldn't be using it if I was screwing up my cast iron. But they're really cool because they have that turned edge. A lot of people ask me where to get one. I do have affiliate links down in my description of everything I use. So if you want to pick some up, and I make a couple bucks to help support the channel. Let's just stir these around. Now if these are sticking, which they're not. If they were sticking, just let them sit there a second until they self-release. And you won't have any issues. So far, I'm kind of liking the way this is all turned out. This is looking pretty cool. Just for fun, I'm kind of curious how cool that got after we put the meat on there. It cooled her down pretty good. We're all the way down to 135 there in the center. But it'll come back up. Don't get all carried away and be turning it up too high. I'm just going to put it 1 dot higher. 1 dot. That was it. If you start getting that thing smoking, I'm telling you, you don't ever want to do that. A little bit of puffy smoke here and there is okay. It starts rolling the smoke to the point of setting off your smoke alarms. You don't want that. You're just screwing up your cast iron. That oil's turning into carbon. It's building up. Then it flakes all off in your food. So avoid that at all costs. It took me decades to figure all that out. Oh, that's looking pretty good. The biggest thing about cooking, just have some patience. I don't have anywhere to be. It's an evening and I'm cooking dinner for the family. You know, I got plenty of stuff I could be doing. I could be checking out your comments you're leaving down there below when you talk about how you cooked this and how delicious it was. I got plenty of things to do and you probably do too. Don't get impatient. If you take some time cooking, you won't get in any trouble with your cast iron. Trust me. So let's just dump this right in there. Give her a little jiggle. So now that rice is out of the road, let's try to get this thing centered back up. Well, look at that. Come along good. And one thing I like is put some of this teriyaki sauce on early. Add the soy sauce later because it always gets like burned to the cast iron. This stuff doesn't do that. Kind of move this into a little bit of a pile. And then we're just going to take this pepper grinder, which works really cool. And then hit her with a good bit of pepper because we like pepper on pepper steak. I think pepper steak's called pepper steak because of the green and yellow peppers in this case. Just hit her with some of this teriyaki sauce. Just let her sit there in a pile so it all kind of gets combined. See, you can see that's not sticking. If I put that soy sauce on there, we're going to have this big old mess. I just grabbed a chunk off of there. Let's see. I'll tell you what, for round steak, that's already tender. It needs to go a little bit longer, but that's really good. We've been a couple minutes in. I'm just going to hit it with a little granulated garlic. Because now that we're not hot, we're not going to scorch the seasonings. That's one thing I hate. Nothing worse than burned seasoning. That's a terrible taste. And just for good measure, let's hit it with a little onion powder. Even though there's onion going in the dish, that just makes meat taste good, I think. And if you like ginger and this kind of stuff, don't get carried away, at least is my opinion. It can overpower the whole dish. Just a couple little splashes of ginger. And then one of my tricks, just a little light brown sugar. Not a ton, just give it a little sweetness. Just a light dusting, just like that. And then we'll just move this together, get her combined. See how we're starting to brown that meat without getting carried away. Since we put some seasoning on there, stirred around, let her sit a couple minutes. I'm the cook, I'm allowed to take a bite. Let's see. I'm telling you what, that's good. That little bit of ginger makes a big difference. I think we're going to be good. So I just added a whole yellow pepper, a whole green pepper, and 1 red onion. Let's just dump them on here. Smooth them out a little bit. It'll look good. Oop, don't forget that little piece. Now them veggies are on there. I'm going to hit them with a little bit more black pepper. Why not? I like his Tony's on this kind of stuff. It's not super hot, but if you like a little spice on your food, it's not overbearing. You just throw a little bit of that on there and it makes it taste good. I think it works better with that little bit of steam, kind of steaming these things. We'll let them go this way for a bit. Just sitting there in the happy, brand new Lodge Griddle, the first time use. And I don't know. I don't know about you all, but I think them veggies and that steak's enjoying this griddle. Look at them. They're just all coming together beautifully. Let them veggies get a little sauteed or steamed. I guess steamed in this case. And then we'll brown them up a little bit by stirring them around. Here's one of my silly tips. I had this pan with the rice in it. I can't find the lid, so I just put another one on top of it. It worked as a lid. And I just stir this around every once in a while. Just make sure we're getting it all combined and it's not going to be any hard pieces. The lid back on, or in this case, put the other pot on top of it. I don't know what to tell you. I couldn't find it. You know, it might be in the dishwasher. Who knows? Peppers are starting to change a little color, so I'm just going to drizzle a little bit more of this on so it'll get a little more steam. This is the teriyaki sauce again. You don't need a lot. Just drizzle some on there. I don't think you need to get that real high heat when you're cooking this kind of stuff. Yeah, see? That's just all coming off of there. Now you could deglaze that if you want some of that as part of your flavors in there. I grab me one of these. Nice and steamy. That's just about done to my liking. It has a little bit of crunch to it still. It's not hard. That's about right. I do like the rice a little bit fried, so I just happen to have this probably about a tablespoon of butter left in this packet, and we'll just put it on this end. Let that melt, and we'll throw the rice on there. And we might as well kind of deglaze this with the butter and get all them good tastes off of there. Oh, you can see that's just getting them goodies off of that griddle. Alright, we got this butter going. It's pulling up a little bit of that, kind of deglazing some of them good flavors. Let's throw it on here. Now, if you want, you can always keep some white rice out if people prefer that. I might keep a little bit out. Now move it around if you want it. Fry it a little bit. That's all I do is fry it like an egg in butter. I think we're about ready to pull that baby off the stove. I like to use the cast iron as a hot plate. Just put it on the counter, or a lot of times just leave it on the stove and serve it right here. Works perfect. Hey my friends, as I'm starting to plate this up, do me a favor. If you make this and it turns out this good and you like it, leave me a comment. Or if you have a better idea of a better way to do it, leave a comment on that. I love getting comments. I try to respond to every single one of them. I hear Vinny the dog coming. Do you guys hear Vinny the dog coming? Somehow he always knows when it's time to eat, which he doesn't get table food. Let's just bust off a couple pieces of stuff here and see what we taste like. We'll get her all on there and we'll put her down the hatch. I'm telling you what, that is good. This griddle, it did a great job. Let me know if you tried it down there in them comments. A little pepper steak, the quick, easy way on some cast iron. You can do it on a griddle, in a wok. You could do it in your skillet. It will all work the same. It's delicious. There's just something about cast iron and the way it brings that heat into the food. So bust it out. Keep it on that lower side on your heat. You'll thank me later. And let me know how it turned out for you. And as always, have a great day. Appreciate you watching. And keep cooking.